Abolition Today. Today.
So with that, I'm going to go ahead and take and see if Max Parthas is with us.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can. If you'll give us your name and then your testimony, that'd be great.
Chair Brzezinski, Vice Chair Thatcher, and members of the committee. I will be speaking in support of SJM2 and SJR10. For the record, I am Max Parthas, Co-Director for State Operations on behalf of the Abolish Slavery National Network. I would like to begin by applauding the progressive efforts by the great state of Oregon in decriminalizing most drugs, while other states still argue over legalizing marijuana. I find it necessary to point out the irony of where we find ourselves here today. Many hard drugs have been decriminalized, and yet literal chattel slavery is still legal in your state constitution as well as in the federal constitution. I would like to state for the record that there is no logical justification for turning a human being into property as a punishment for crime or for any other reason. The exception clauses were enacted in 1865 federally and by 24 plus states during the 19th century in order to allow convict leasing as a replacement for slavery. We are no longer in 1865, nor are we in 1965. This is the year 2021, and it is long past time that these loopholes for legalized slavery were removed from our nation's constitutions. As a representative for the ASNN and as a U.S. citizen who wants nothing more than to see these dehumanizing and destructive relics of chattel slavery removed, I stand in full support of SJR 10. We also stand in support of SJM 2 regarding the federal constitution. I would like to take a moment to impress upon you the national scale of this movement to end constitutional slavery. As of today, 4 states have abolished slavery without exception: Rhode Island, Utah, Colorado, and Nebraska. 12 states have legislation to remove pro-slavery language in 2021 and 2022. Alabama, Louisiana, California, Ohio, Tennessee, Vermont, New Jersey, Texas, New York, Minnesota, Florida, and of course, Oregon. 13 additional states, plus the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico, are organizing as we speak to do the same by 2022. These mechanisms for race and class-based re-enslavement put into place by actual enslavers from the 19th century must be removed, and it must be done by us in this generation without fail. With God's grace and Oregon's key participation, it will be done. The trees born of these poisonous seeds must be uprooted. To quote abolitionist Ernestine Rose, if you allow one single germ, one single seed of slavery to remain in the soil of America, that germ will spring up, that noxious weed will thrive, and again stifle the growth, wither the leaves, blast the flowers, and poison the fair fruits of freedom. I thank our esteemed committee, the Oregon Oasis Organization, and the citizens of this state who will end slavery without exception. With that, I conclude my comments.
Max, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to give us your testimony. Out of curiosity, can I ask where you're calling from?
Yes, sir. I am calling from South Carolina.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. You're about 3 hours ahead of us, and hopefully you'll be sending us some more sunny weather.
Indeed. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much.
Abolition Today. Today.